Hey, crafty people. This is Becky with BC Designs. Welcome to the studio today. I'm here for Bowdabra.com with the Bowdabra bow making tool. I'm going to use the mini today. And we're going to work on a project to upcycle all these jars you've been saving to make personalized gifts, whether it's a cookie recipe, hot cocoa recipe, or maybe soup, or just a jar full of candy. Okay, this is going to be a busy, and I do have the hot glue gun in here, plugged in, warming up. We'll get started because we have a lot of steps, and I'll show you everything that I've used to make this. I'm going to put you down on the work table now. All right, here is the mini. And don't be like me. I was messing around with it and my spring popped out. But it still works and it will do what I want it to do. Finding the end of my, this is just a, I went with the fat. It's soft, but it's a fat cream colored yarn. I'm going to make a pom-pom. So we start by cutting a short piece, tuck it around the back, and then wrap around, wrap around. I'm not counting, I'm just going around because my yarn is pretty fat, so you'll just have to adjust how full that you would like your pom-pom based on the size of yarn that you use. This other end is getting all twisted up here. Stray red fiber in there from my other fabric. I want it to be very full because it's going to be a face. More stray red fibers. All right, I think I'm going to call that good. We'll see how that goes. Snip. And then bring your yarn to the front and tie off. I'm going to pull it up off the Bowdabra tool now so I can get it tighter. Okay. And I'm going to snip all of the loops. Make sure you get all those sneaky ones in the middle. Okay, that's a little crazy. We're going to trim all that down to try to make as close to a circle as possible. And shake it down. You can see which ones are too long or sticking out weird. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. No, maybe not. Got a little stray right there. There. Okay. A little pom-pom. Okay, and next I have a scrap of fabric. These were in a furniture store showroom as selections that you could get your furniture redone. I have a lot of these kicking around, so I'm trying to make good use of those. And I traced a circle onto it with a marker, AD marker Scarlet by Chart Pack, because it was red fabric and I didn't, in case it bled through, I didn't want it to mess up my project. So a CD was a little bit too small, so I found this lid to a cardboard art shipping tube. It is 5 inches in diameter, and I placed that on the fabric, traced around it, cut it out, and this is to make the hat. I wonder if I can bring this over. I'm left-handed, so I'm going to try to move this over to the left here. And that may be why it seems I do everything backwards, because I'm a lefty. Okay, so I'm just going to, you could use a half a circle, but I wanted it to be sturdy. So, I mean, I didn't want to have to go through the trouble of making a cardboard frame or using something to make it sturdier. So I just did that. And then curl it over. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so I'm going to put some hot glue here and some hot glue right there. Okay, and then I have some fringe, fun pom-pom fringe, And I like to start in the back where the seam is. So, and I'll seam everything in the back. So just try not to get your fingers. Add a little bit of hot glue along the edge. Get started. Put that there. Try not to stick yourself. There we go. It's cooperating. And I do have the hot temp, so it takes a little bit to set up, but eventually it will harden and set up. And just keep going around the edge and adding your trim. Ow, that got me. Try not to get in your own way too. Get your fingers all tangled up. Stringers. Doesn't help that all I've had today so far is coffee. I might be a little shaky. I'm just going around in about 1 inch intervals so I don't get parts I don't want dragging through the hot glue. And we're almost there. Going all the way to the end this time. There, and then just snip off the excess. Make sure you overlap just a little so you don't have any gaps. Okay. Next thing I have to put together is, going back to the Bowdabra Mini, I'm going to use about 5 inches of this red felt. I had no solid red ribbon anywhere in this studio, so I found some red felt and cut strips of about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. And I cut about 5 inches here. Do the little tongue on the ends. This is going to be my tail. Okay. All right. So now we need some Bowdabra wire. And when you get a Bowdabra, you get a little bit like this in your kit. But you can also buy huge spools of it at Bowdabra.com, along with an excellent and gorgeous selection of wired ribbons for all occasions. So putting the Bowdabra wire in. This way. That might be a little too short. But we're going to make it work. Hold it to the back, tuck it underneath, it'll stay out of the way. There. Okay, so here is my tail. And another strip. And I'm just going to make 2 bows. Actually, I think I'm going to do it this way. So those are behind. So let's see how long that is. That's about 9 inches. And I'm going to fold it like this, trying to keep both sides equal, but the center should have a little bit of overlap for each side. And then put that into the Bowdabra mini. Okay, pull the wire up. That's the loop end. This is the two loose ends. Put the loose ends through the loop. Tie it off in the back. You can get your fingers to cooperate. That is a little too short. I went short on the wire. So I'm going to improvise. Finding the end. I see it. There it is. Okay. I just needed a couple more inches to be able to tie it around the jar, so I'm going to just add this to that. I got one through. Come on. The nails aren't helping. Sorry for the delay. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, so we have cute little bow. So let's start putting it together here. Where it's been tied, I'm going to put that toward the bottom because I want the face to be really full. So I'm going to put some hot glue there, stick it to my jar. I'm not going to smoosh it down, just kind of let it have a life right there. And our little hat. Maybe I need to bring you up a little bit here. There, okay. So I'm going to put hot glue around the inside of the hat, right there on the edge. I am going heavy, so it'll drip down where I want it to go. Remember to keep your seam to your back side. Poofy. Okay, and I have these little eyes for making stuffed animals and whatever, and these are noses, so I have a little black nose and some brown eyes. And I'm hoping with these stems that are used to hold it through fabric when you create a stuffed animal, I can stick those right into the, like that. Let's see how that works out. Maybe I'm going to lay the jar down just so. If I can keep it from rolling, that would be awesome. Okay. I don't want to get the glue on the outside, so I'm going to kind of try to make a little hole here. There. Hopefully we don't get a cross-eyed gnome. And the other one over here. This eyeball does not want to cooperate. Looks like I have to comb his face here just to get the right look on the eyeballs. We'll fluff him out. And the nose down below. Instead of a gnome, it looks a little bit more like a cat in a hat. Or a puppy. Is my nose cooperating? I think this guy needs a trim right here. I'm giving him a hairdo. And last but not least, let's see if this will cooperate. This, I'm going to tie it off center because one side's longer than the other, and I'll flip it when I get done. Snip off the excess Bowdabra wire. And there is your upcycled, it reminds me of a little puppy. Your upcycled jar to hold your homemade gifts. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate you coming into BC Design Studio and getting crafty with the Bowdabra. Don't forget to stop over to bowdabra.com, and in the upper bar, you can go right to the blog and see all of the other inspirational ideas to make with your Bowdabra tool. They're full size and the mini. Full size and the mini. Oh my God, he's so cute. You have a great day. Come back soon. Craft on. Bye. Becky out.